welcome back to my channel. Today I have someone very special with me.
Hello.
This is my best friend Alvin. We have been friends for almost a decade.
Yeah, almost 10 years.
Oh, disgusting. So for today's video, actually I should give a quick shout out to my girl Michelle, the Soul Search, who gave me this idea, but she had a really good suggestion of like, hey, what if you guys did like a dressing up like fonts as outfits, something where I can pick my favorite fonts and I can dress up as them. And I was like, I love that idea. So since Alvin is a professional stylist, we thought it would be so cool to get together and I would pick my top 6 favorite fonts and we would have a whole consultation about it, figure out like what outfit would represent each font. And so I thought this is like a fun new creative project that we tried and we can't wait to share it with you guys. Times New Roman is a classic.
Right.
It is a very studious font. Like when you're looking at textbooks back in high school and college, they're all usually in Times New Roman. It's also just such a classic font that's been around for such a long time.
So I think we wanted to incorporate a very casual look to
Yes.
it. And so I think kind of giving that twist of casual and classic,
Yeah.
we went with this,
Naturalist.
or the brand is called
The Museum of
Peace and Quiet. We just wanted to incorporate this long sleeve with just a classic and casual denim.
Yeah.
And it was a great denim we styled it with.
Yeah, so I think what's really cute about this outfit is that I think it has like a very studious feel to it.
Right.
Because it is a studious like academia type of font that we chose, we thought, you can't go wrong with like a cute t-shirt and like a jeans combo.
Right.
We also ended up styling it with my Adidas Superstars.
In collaboration with Prada, and I think that the Superstars are kind of a classic, so it kind of ties into
Of course.
the theme that we wanted to go with.
Yeah. There was another thing that you mentioned when we were styling the outfit. I think something about the history of the brand Museum of Peace and Quiet.
So I think they're an LA-based brand that really wanted to kind of portray this idea of like going into nature, but also emphasizing this idea of simplicity.
It is
And
very
so,
green.
Yeah, and I think they kind of, they incorporate very just like natural and simple fonts. And,
Just like Times New Roman.
right, and other pieces that they have is just text.
Yeah.
And I think it's supposed to have this calming effect, which I think the green does because it references to nature.
Of
and
course.
forest.
That makes a lot of sense.
So we incorporated a tote bag, but also by the Museum
Of Peace and Quiet.
just because I think we wanted to relay back to this studious academia look.
Yeah.
And then-
Every student kind of has that tote bag.
so you have to carry so much books.
Yes.
But also because the outfit was very simple and so we kind of re-accessorized it with layering of gold necklaces and rings. So that was the point, or like the eye-catching moment in that
Yeah.
outfit.
It was really cute. I loved it. So the second font that we chose for outfit number 2 is Helvetica.
Right.
It is one of my favorite fonts to this date, and I believe it's like one of those fonts where it just kind of like Times New Roman, it just comes with your computer usually. And I think what's so cool about the font is that it's really uniform when it comes to the font weight. So it's not like those fonts where one side is really heavy and the other side is like really skinny. Everything is very uniform.
So there's a balance.
Yes, and it's also a sans serif font, so it's not too like bougie or it's not too like
It's more modern.
it's very modern for sure. And how did we want to style Helvetica?
Dawn had this dress that we really wanted to incorporate, and it was a dress by Gani. And it's like a shift dress, so it's like a square boxy look. She can be feminine, but also she likes to incorporate a lot of masculine
For
hints
sure.
to
I
it.
love like shopping in the boys section and
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
And so we paired it perfectly with like combat boots. Say that was like long, and I think the black was a great choice, or
Yeah.
a choice that we intentionally did because it has more of a slimming effect.
For sure.
Especially
for the
because
legs.
it could be so like boxed out
Yeah.
on the top. It was kind of a play on femininity with masculinity, which is very Dawn style.
For sure, and I think that's what makes it also such a good outfit for the font Helvetica. Is Helvetica in its own is a pretty, I would call it a pretty freaking gender neutral font. You know, they use it for like all kinds of stuff, and I feel like that's what this outfit was. Is even though we were using like this very unique like mini dress, we didn't make it too feminine, and I think it felt really simple because there isn't really anything crazy going on in terms of like the color or like the cuts are all very boxy too, which fits very well with the font.
Yeah, definitely the color blocking makes it emphasizes more of the box look, and I think because going also back to the masculinity point to it, the dress is made out of leather, so I think that also the dress itself was a nice play on femininity and masculinity, being short and the kind of like this kind of like schoolgirlish look, but also going back to leather, so it was
a cute look. So the next font that we chose is Botanica. I actually discovered that font only this year, but I've been using it so much because it's so dainty and it has this like quiet confidence to it, I would say. If you look at the font itself, it's pretty understated, so it doesn't have any super heavy, like thick lines or anything. And it's definitely not the font that screams at you when you first see it.
It's more subdued.
It's more subdued. And when I showed this font to Alvin, you were saying that, you know, there's like this romance to it.
We wanted to emphasize this romance and this kind of like beauty, but also like this like undertoned, very like not
understated.
Really, understated, and so that's why we went for more of a casual look and paired it with jeans.
And even the sneakers too. Like we just, you know, we re-wore the Superstars, and we didn't want it to feel too feminine and like look at me, but it's kind of like this
true to your style.
True, yeah, it is kind of true to my style. I would say this is the closest to my real, like, outside of this style.
Or the naturalist look, maybe.
Yeah, the naturalist, actually. Lately, it's definitely the naturalist look.
But, so I styled it in a way where kind of, like, easy breezy look. So, the cardigan, it has a really long sleeve. Personally, I just buttoned it with one button, or you could just unbutton this and just have it hang out. Sorry. And just styled it with just having it kind of off the shoulder, one sleeve on one side.
I think what I really loved about actually how you literally just one button is, I think because the cardigan is actually really thin, you can clearly see that I'm wearing like this kind of subtle granny pattern, knit thingy going on inside, and I think something about the way it kind of shows through was really pretty, and it's like that perfect like layering effect.
That's true.
I would also say that because the font itself is so like slim and everything feels just like slim and understated, I feel like we didn't choose any pieces that were like bulky or wide or anything like that. Everything is pretty like slimming, you know, it kind of resonated with me when I was thinking about the font and then this outfit.
To play on the romance again, we paired the outfit with layering of gold jewels. And for Dawn, her skin tone, gold really complements her skin tone. So she usually wears gold.
Jewelry.
And so I think we just, kind of adding the romance to it, we added them.
We didn't really pick any chunky pieces either. I feel like everything we chose was kind of dainty and
going back to
strappy.
The font.
Going back to the font. Right, so the next font that we chose was Albra, which is it's a serif font that is slightly, I would say it's not really like your typical serif font. It's no Times New Roman. It's a little bit more posh, and it's got this like slight feminine edge to it, because if you look at the font, like one side, let's say we're looking at like the A or something, one side of the A is like so thick, and then the other side of the A is like a really thin line. So it creates this beautiful dynamic feel where you can just look at the font and it just almost like, you know, like the bazaar kind of font,
Oh, yeah.
or like Vogue.
Yeah.
It's definitely got like a little fashiony vibe to it, and like a feminine edge or a feminine twist to it.
Yeah, a bit classic.
It's a bit classic, yet still definitely a bit classic, and it's very classy as well.
Sure.
So for that outfit, Alvin chose
This tweed blazer by
Simonette.
And I think when Dawn first bought it, we were kind of overwhelmed.
We tried it on, and the shoulders, I don't know if you guys can see, but the shoulders are huge.
Yeah, they're very padded.
Yeah, very padded.
Yeah.
And so
We were a bit overwhelmed by the padded shoulders, but I think how we incorporated it was just kind of just using that and just having that as the whole point of the outfit.
Yeah.
And so she's just wearing a kind of a bandeau.
oh yeah, there's only like 1 or 2 buttons, but we
Right.
basically closed it all up, so you can't really even see what I'm wearing on the inside.
Right, and the reason why I styled it with the closing of the blazer was because once if the shoulder is open or the jacket is open, the shoulder is then accentuated even more. And so by closing it, it kind of gives you accentuates the waist, but also kind of closes in on the shoulder.
Thought it would be cute to match it with, again, my
The
high-waisted jeans from a Goldie. I think it's like the perfect pair of
Right.
straight leg, boot cut,
Straight leg.
straight leg, high-waisted jeans.
Right. So we paired it with just the Zara slippers, and it was a cream color with like crop detailing. We wanted to add a pop of color to the outfit, so we did that by pairing it with the Prada.
My little Prada purse. That adding that one little nice touch of the purse
Yeah.
was just the right amount of pop of color, where just like Albra, it doesn't feel too overbearing. Like, it's not too flashy, but also it's definitely edgy, and it's got a little feminine twist to it.
Right.
Yeah. So the next font that we chose is a really fun one. It's a font that I love, and it's called Rugrats. I purchased it on Creative Market this year, and I've been using it non-stop because it just has this like groovy, funky, retro feel to it. And so for that font, Alvin and I thought it would be really cool to do almost like a callback to our childhood.
Right, our past.
Our past.
Yeah. I couldn't help but refer back to the show.
Of course.
So I think the outfit that we chose, we wanted to kind of go back to blast to the past, I guess.
Yeah, so
yeah,
the cute top that we chose from Ekoslada, you were saying that something about the house, how they like to mix and match.
So the brand is known to not follow trend and to really mix and match like unexpected materials or like items together. And so the t-shirt had a cool stitching which contrasted between the color of the tee, and also the logo was a bright color that kind of
the font,
stood out.
Yeah, even the font of the logo has like a vintage, groovy feel to it. Yeah, it's very vintage. It's very 90s. And we paired it with this orange slip dress that I got from L'Agence. I hope I'm saying that right.
And it was like a very flattering orange, like a tangerine, I guess.
Yeah.
It was a great pop of color that we wanted to add to accentuate like the waistline. We just kind of tied the t-shirt onto the side to a knot, and it also plays with her proportions, showing just the longer bottom with a shorter top. And I think we then lastly styled it with Western boots.
My favorite, and to be honest, it's my favorite because I only have one pair of cowboy boots, but my favorite cowboy boots from Pinko. I almost felt like I was dressing up to be this person, but like in all these different ways with the boots and the hair and the top. And it was a really fun. So the last font that we chose for the Fonts as Outfits lookbook was Gotham, and specifically Gotham Ultra. So Gotham Ultra is the thickest font weight within the Gotham family, and it is a pretty boxy font overall. It's very It's not like skinny and lanky, it's kind of boxy. It's pretty freaking gender neutral, I would say. Sorry, it's really intense out of nowhere. And I know it's very universally loved and liked. So
there's a simplicity to it.
There's definitely a simplicity to it, and it's very legible. It has like all these font weights and whatnot. So, you know, apps like websites,
right.
A lot of logos happen to be in Gotham Ultra. And so we took inspiration from, you know, the kind of gender neutral and almost masculine side of Gotham Ultra and decided to do a blazer look.
When people think of a double-breasted blazer, they think of it for men.
Yeah.
But we really wanted to kind of showcase how we could style it for a girl, yeah. And I think at the same time, because Dawn is more, her style is very more casual in a way, we wanted to incorporate just jeans and
a
just
white
simple white
t-shirt.
t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. I think what I loved about this look is at the end of the day, like just like Gotham Ultra, everyone loves a good blazer and jeans combo,
right.
Like, you know, that perfect business casual look that everyone loves. It's really not that hard to put one together.
Right.
All you need is a cute little blazer to put on top of your, you know, a pretty simple look.
Yeah.
You matched it with one of my favorite heels,
right.
the silver Prada, the pointy heels.
Right.
And I think what was really unique is it's silver, so it usually doesn't match, you know, like all that gold jewelry that I always wear.
Because as Dawn gravitates more to gold, we thought at first we were kind of hesitant when you were buying the silver Prada heels, but I think we also wanted to incorporate and kind of mix in and play with silver and gold.
Yeah.
And so we added a silver necklace on to the layering of the gold necklace.
Yeah, I actually stole this necklace that he's wearing right now, and then you put one of my rings on the strings, and then we wore it so it would kind of weigh it down.
Right.
Also, I just want to add that I did not buy those heels just for this lookbook.
Oh yeah.
I actually had them for over a year,
right.
2 years almost now, and I think it's what's so crazy about that specific pair of heels is I never like wearing like super pointy heels because you know me, like I'm pretty casual, I'm pretty low-key when it comes to my shoes. I'm more of like a boots girl, but that's one pair of heels where I can just wear it with anything, and even though it looks like the most obnoxious pair of heels, it just goes so well with anything.
Because like Dawn said, the jacket was more boxy in a way because of the double-breasted details. I wanted to style it in a way that didn't lose your, I guess, proportion, shape. And so we tucked in the white t-shirt into the jeans.
The blazer is pretty long, so it goes like almost down to my hip, and we didn't want that to look like that's where my legs start, because then my legs would look really short.
Right. So from the front, you would see that if the white t-shirt was tucked in, it accentuated her proportions better.
Yes. Yeah, I think it was a good combo. You know, it's definitely boyish. It's definitely gender neutral. But still, you know, it's not like I'm a man. I don't know. So that was it for my Fonts as Outfits lookbook. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll also link all the fonts that I use and all my favorite fonts, as well as the outfits, in the links below, so you guys can check that out. And if you guys liked any of them, you know, show the typographers some love by purchasing them. And Alvin, where can people find you?
Find me on Instagram at Alvin J. Kim.
So go show him some love, you guys, and also you guys know where to find me. Yeah, and thank you so much for watching. We'll be back for another video.
Thank you.
Bye!